Howdy folks, in this video I'm going to talk just for a few moments about HTML quotation and citation. Now W3 Schools offers kind of more of a comprehensive approach to the different quotation. I'm just going to cover the very basics that you're going to use in this course, in that if you are pursuing a career as a web developer, the stuff you're actually going to see commonly instead of some of the weird stuff that you just don't see very often that is part of HTML5, but we just don't use it very often. So anyways, without further ado, let's go into the real deal here. All right, so I have my HTML template. I'm going to go ahead and save this file as quotation. Actually, I'm just going to call it quotes because I'm just cool like that, right? Quotes. All right, I'm going to set the title to quotes. Save my file. All right, there are a couple different quotes that we use. Okay? The easiest way to do a quote is to just type in Q for quote. Okay? What this does is it defines a short quotation. There's a difference. There's a long quotation, which is when you're quoting a whole bunch of crap, and a short quotation when you're just quoting something short. Okay. All right. So the Q element. Here's what usually happens. When I type in a Q element, most browsers, all they do is they just insert a quotation mark around it. Okay? So for example, I'm going to do a new paragraph. And I'm going to say, Jack wrote, I'm going to type in Q, all work and no play make Jack a dull boy. If you've ever seen The Shining, that's or read the book, which is absolutely freaking terrifying. This is one of the things that one of the main characters keeps writing over and over and over again. Hopefully I won't do that tonight. Okay, so here's what we should see when I go and I run this. I should see quotes around here. Now, I could just type in quotes as well, and realistically, when you're doing a lot of coding, a lot of times you'll just hit double quote and then end quote. But yeah, this is one of the ways that you can do it. Okay. All right, so that's a short quote. Let's look at a long quote. So what they use for long quotes are what are called block quotes. And what this does is, usually what it does is it identifies or defines a quoted section. Most of the time, it depends on the browser, but most of the time when you see a long quote, what the browser will do is it will do what's called an indent on the quote. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to type in something like this. This is a long quote. Okay? And then I'm going to type in something like this. Say block quote, close block quote. This isn't something you're going to see very often, but we do need to know how to do it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and save this file, and let's go ahead and run it. Here's what I should see. This is a long quote followed by an indentation for each line. Okay? And then the quote ends, and then we go back to normal text. Okay? That's what a long quote looks like. And you can also, if you're getting a source from an external site, what we can do too is we can cite something and then I'll provide a link. Okay? We can use abbreviations. This isn't one you're commonly going to see, but I do see it enough that we do need to address it. And I'm going to say something like this. We'll just take it right from the tutorial, why not? It's ABBR is the quote, or the tag, sorry. And I'm going to say title. And it's whatever the long version of this is. Okay, I'm going to say the World Health Organization. Okay. WHO ABBR close tag. I'm going to save my file and go run it, and I should just see something that says the WHO. And then if I hover over it, hopefully you can see this at home. I should be able to. If I hover over that word with my cursor, it should show up as whatever the long version of that is. In this case, World Health Organization. Okay. The Who was also the name of a really cool 60s and 70s band. All right. We can do an address for contact information, and this is great. This helps modern browsers. If you have like a cell phone or something like that, or smartphone, you can add somebody's contact information right to your phone from your browser if you basically hover over that area or click on it. Sometimes you can save those contact information or get directions to it, or there's all kinds of stuff you can do with modern phones. So all you need to do is this. We just do an address tag, and if I put in my work address like 1000 Main Street, Chadron, Nebraska 69337, learn how to type. It's not the easiest thing to do sometimes, and you can't see your keyboard because your microphone's in the way. All right, anyways, that's yeah, let's clean that up a little bit. All right, that's our address. And if I go and I show this, one of the things that it does is it will automatically put it in emphasis, if possible, or italicize it. And then also, it's not going to do anything over my with my current browser here, but if I had some special directions and stuff, or on a smartphone, it might ask me if I want to save this contact to get directions to it, or call the phone number, or if it's provided, whatever. Okay, it's kind of cool. It's actually very cool. All right. And then that should do it. I mean, that's the most common stuff that that we see. Now, you know, the tutorial here has a few different extra things here, but you know what? We don't need that. It's kind of silly. So I'm going to go ahead and stop here on this video, and that is formatting. I'm sorry, quotes, quotes. And citations within HTML5. As always, if you have any questions, just let me know as soon as possible, and I'll get right back to you. Thanks.